Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will get first crack at it here. And we get our first look at the dangerous Isaiah Satania. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and you just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback got it himself. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Taylor wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Shakes off the defender. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On the run, it's Blaylock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Right side, it's West. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David, and I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Look out! And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David.
Snags it, and there's running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's a give to Bothwell. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Now give it to Fluff. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
reporting from the Oklahoma sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot? It's so dynamic.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Right back to the well. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's evolved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's Mateer. The screen. He's got wheels.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. There he goes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. There's no great spot to get a holding call. This one's especially bad. They'll back it up. It's still 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Lets it fly. Touchdown Sooners. Makes the grab inbounds. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Taylor wants to throw it. Still looking. He's going to run it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Left side, it's Robinson. On the move at the 30. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Good job just to get rid of that one.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
He's down right there, short gain on the ground. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Quarterback keeps it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2. Taylor wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Evans. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rush right in his face. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 7 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Crimson Tide in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Now back to your game in Stark Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Bluff Bothwell again. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
First play of this drive. Holds on, it's Evans. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Plows through the defense. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Fluff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Could not make his way to the corner. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver comes in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Mateer. Right side, it's Sategna. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wide receiver. Near the sideline, it's Sategna. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine, these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Makes one man miss. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the right. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The fake wants to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Sategna. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Knocked down and
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Sategna. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit. Trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They want to run this quarterback. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted a fourth down to keep the drive going.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got fourth down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play.
In the backfield, it's Robinson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Out wide right, it's Robinson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He will not make it to the marker. Needed 2 yards, and he stopped behind the line. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Going to try to get it himself. And it slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Robinson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense all over it.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Caught. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To throw, it's Mateer. Caught. At the 20, he's got space. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Blaylock. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! And with that, they've taken the lead. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.